Crucial conversations, comedic minds. Put them both together and what do you get? The most productive and impactful smack talking session ever. Now let's put our minds together.
Who the DJ?
Hey, me, I made that beat. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Comedic Minds, Crucial Conversations. Ivana, I'm here with my co-host Ivana. I'm Valentine. Crucial Conversations, Comedic Minds, put them both together and what do you get? The most impactful and productive smack talking session ever. You know how to get that in. So listen, we are here to, first I want to say Fang Forbes was supposed to be our guest today. He's a vet. Awesome comedian, but he is recuperating. He was in the hospital recently and he is recuperating. He's doing well. So I want to wish him well and see him on future episodes on Comedic Minds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But hey, we got Darion. Darion, yo, Darion.
Hi, Darion, welcome.
Darion, that was a horrible intro. Let me do that again. Wasn't that fucking horrible?
Hey, y'all.
That's Darion, right?
Whatever.
Darion. I've been calling you Darion. You didn't even correct.
Shaky Darion.
Yo, well, I met Darion. Yeah. Yo, I met Darion last night at the Laugh Factory.
Yeah. Where we're at? Say
Los Angeles, California. Yeah, that's where we at.
You weren't there?
I wasn't invited.
Oh, you a dirty dude.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to invite you now. Well, I was invited by Jacinta, the production manager. She invited me. Okay. She always looking things up and like, oh, I'm going to this. Do you want to go? Oh, that's her way of saying you need to be going. For sure. So I go get my ticket and I just tag along. So I'll make sure I'll make sure to tag to let you know next time. But yeah, yo, he performed at the Laugh Factory last night at what's called First Impressions. And I guess that's for new up and coming that want to be regulars on at the Laugh Factory. Mm-hmm. And this dude won. He blew it out.
Ew.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I murdered that joint. I waited 2 years, so I was like,
got to.
When it's time, it's time. I got to go hard.
For sure.
Well, it was kind of obvious, honestly, when he I mean, who the winner was.
Yeah. So we've been talking like the past few weeks about it. There's like a 2-year waiting list to perform. So like, what is that experience like when you finally get there?
Man, listen, it's a crazy. First of all, I've been thinking about the show for 2 years.
Like, how did you prepare for that?
Yeah,
moment?
how did you? Yeah,
I just every week, you know, I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Chicago originally.
Okay,
but while I'm in Atlanta, I'm performing every week, so I'm staying sharp. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to. I'm like, okay, I got this show coming up. I gotta be on point.
So we just had Comedic Minds podcast also has Comedic Minds live comedy show, right. And the first show was last Thursday, and so we had we have a contest. Right now, where the first prize winner gets a $500 and blah blah, so on and so forth. And one of the things I noticed that the newer comedians, excuse me, lack is confidence. They like sometimes they have the jokes, but the confidence is not there. They scary or they not really commanding. But I didn't see any of that in you. You got up there like it felt natural, like you were one of the regular performers. Right. It felt really natural, even though you delivered your.
Now listen, I've been doing comedy for 7 years, so. It comes natural to me. Now, I'm not going to lie, like, you still get nervous before shows. Mm-hmm. But what gets me through that nervous is I usually take a before the show shit.
Oh.
So
I thought he had something important
before
to say.
The show shit.
I'm done.
No, because, like, before those shows, man, like, my stomach get the bubble. I'm like, oh, man.
Okay.
Nerves.
I get that when I for some reason, every time I go to the gym. When I'm arriving to the gym, my stomach is bubbling. I gotta take a shit. I don't know what it is.
I think it's just irregular.
I'm like, I don't understand what's going on, but I gotta shit before I work out every time.
Yo, that is real. Like, and once I do that, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Once you let that shit go,
oh what?
I feel you.
What?
So that's the secret. That's your secret.
That's my secret.
Okay.
Shit. Do that number 3.
He said number 3.
What is the number?
Wait, that's number 2. Number 3 is diarrhea, ain't it?
I was
number 1 is pee.
Both got
oh my god! But look, TK Kirkland was there last night. He tore it. He's the shit.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yo, I want to give him a shout out because we met last night at the Laugh Factory, and he's definitely wants to come through here at Comedic Minds, and hopefully might even perform at the Comedic Minds live show as a headliner.
I noticed a lot of comedians that's like got a name for themselves and doing stuff. they don't remember you. Cause like I done opened up for TK like so many times.
Oh yeah, but you know how many people he probably meet.
I know, but I understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah, like there's some celebrities I met. I'm like, I don't never expect them to remember me. I'd be like I'll be like, oh, you remember so and so? And I'd be like, no, baby, I'm sorry, I don't remember. But it's nice to see you again. And I'm like, oh, I'm not hurt because they meet 1,000 people. You know, hopefully he'll remember me. We've been texting, so
I'm gonna remember y'all, man. Come on,
you better remember Comedic Minds. I feel fortunate to have met you. You know what I'm saying, right? Because you're visiting right from Chicago, right? No, from Atlanta right now. And you know, look how the stars aligned. I went there, you know, to the Laugh Factory, and met you, and you were there to perform after waiting 2 years. What is that? 2 years? God had that. You see how God be working things out.
Making things work.
The 2 years fell on a day that Jacinta decided that we was going.
A talent manager, and then you on a show to this day.
I feel like I'm a people person because y'all wasn't even talking to me. I just seen y'all.
Oh, you know what? That's right. You did. Y'all. You was like, yo, you came up to me, right? What did you say? I remember.
Like, I heard
did you say something about Atlanta?
Right.
You did. That's right.
I heard them talking about Atlanta, so I was like, you know what? Let me go buddy in on this conversation. And I even cut the conversation off I was having with my cousin. I was like, look, hold on. Let me go. And then look, boom, I'm on the podcast. What's the name of the podcast?
Comedic. It's right here. Comedic Minds.
Okay, cool.
Comedic Minds podcast. So yeah, you are correct. Actually, it's funny because while I was standing outside of the Laugh Factory, I just walked. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Jacinta recognized another comedian that she saw at another comedy show she had gone to, and she said, "Oh, that guy, we need to holler at him." So I walked over to meet him, and then as I talked to him, I figured the people that were around him were probably comedians too. So I started talking to them, and I actually found out that Paul Elia, who's actually will be performing on December 5th show, was already booked to come on with Jason Stewart. Remember we interviewed Jason Stewart? Yeah. So he was there. Oh, he's awesome too. He was performed last night at the Laugh Factory.
Nice.
And which guy was he? Which one?
The Indian one. I'm sorry, the Middle Eastern guy
with the lazy eye.
Do we have, no, that's the browner one from New York.
Oh, okay,
the tall, skinny one. Yeah, he was good. No, the other one, the lighter one.
Okay.
The one that looked more like no, his name is not Osama. His name is Paul
Where are we going with this?
Well, he was trying to figure out.
His name.
No, his name is Osama bin Laughing. That's him on Instagram.
Oh,
Shout
okay.
out. That's the Indian guy he thought I was. Nah, Paul Elia is the other one, the Middle Eastern dude. The other guy is Indian, more Indian.
Listen.
You know. But anyway, that's Osama bin Laughing. I gave him a shout out. We were just talking earlier, so shout out. Right, he went back to New York. He's from New York. He was visiting last night to perform. So yeah, he's from New York. But anyway, I want to know more about you and your story. You know, tell us a little bit about some of your challenges, and you have any interesting stories you can tell? I mean, you've been doing it for 7 years. I mean, you know what I mean?
So you started off in Chicago doing comedy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, started off in Chicago. It was rough because you know, before you start comedy, you just think you funny. You're like, oh, I'm finna kill this. Oh, this ain't nothing. Because you've been a class clown or you roast people. But that's totally different.
Playing the dozens.
That's totally different from being on stage. So when I first came out, I'm going to Jokes and Notes on 47th and King Drive, something like that. And this is like the hood black club. And these comedians.
What's it called again? Jokes and Notes?
Jokes and Notes. It closed.
Oh.
But man, I'm talking about hood comedians, niggas that done kill people. They comedians now.
They reformed, so they come.
So when I walked up, yo, I'm finna crush it. I'm finna kill it. They just said
they was literal killers.
They was looking at me like, yeah, okay, all right, you first. I was like, okay,
oh wow,
I'm about to kill it. Man, I go up there and do horrible. I get outside, them niggas is waiting in a group, 8 niggas about to roast your ass for 2 hours.
Really?
Yes.
So what gave you the courage to, if you bombed when you first started, what gave you the courage to move on? And what did you learn from the first one that you took to the next performance?
Well, I knew I always wanted to be a comedian. Even when I was in school, elementary school, I was doing all type of bad shit. So I used to tell the kids, yo, I'm going to be a comedian. I'm going to be a comedian. And then when I got old enough, I did it. And then, but after that first time, it was some something fueled me. I was like, yo, okay, I got that over with. Now I'm finna keep doing it.
But bombing happens though. Like you're not always gonna have like find your crowd, because every comedy club is different as well, and they all bring in a different audience. So it's just like maybe your shit just didn't work for them, and that's okay.
Everybody
you keep
bombs.
it moving.
Even people that made it. I've seen people that made it bomb.
Oh, for sure.
You mean people that are established that they went to a show and they didn't do well?
People that's own. They go up there and do horrible. Mm-hmm. But they don't. Most of them don't care. They're like, I got my check.
I mean, because every so often you'll see like a headline of like audience members walk out of so and so's show. You know, like I've heard that for Steve Harvey and for Dave Chappelle. You know,
that
recently.
People walk out of their show.
Yeah, people will just walk out of it. Like sometimes people just really won't rock with your shit. You know, and sometimes you just bomb without.
Now I saw Paul Mooney. But he shoots. He feel like he ain't done his job unless somebody storm out about him on one of his shows.
Oh.
People walk out of his shows.
Right now, at this point, he should be off the stage.
Why?
Because he has like, I want to say he has like early signs of dementia.
I've heard that he was sick.
What the clubs are doing, they booking him, but they'll say Paul Mooney and friends. So the friends are going up doing all the time, and he'll come up at the end do a Q&A. And then people storming out, pissed off, like, "Yo, why he ain't do a show?"
Because he's not well. Probably because he's not well.
And then even when they do the Q&A, like, "What's your favorite food?" He just goes to a whole nother. And you're like, I'm in the crowd, like, "Yo, somebody get this nigga Insure."
I've never.
Oh my god!
I've never.
You can't be disrespectful.
I didn't know that. I haven't been hearing that though. That like sick. He's not doing well on stage. I have not heard that.
I can't believe you better stop making enemies. Right? Y'all the best, yo. But yeah, he said get him an Insure. What is that anyway? Ain't that like milk for older people?
It's like a meal supplement or something, ain't it?
God bless him. I did hear he was sick.
My granddaddy used to give them to us. He was supposed to be drinking them, but he was giving to us as kids.
Oh
my god!
He's skin and bone. I'm like, you need to drink this, but we'll drink it since you give it to us.
Funny.
And they taste disgusting.
Man, they good to me.
What, Insure? I ain't never had it. I don't know.
He said, "Go taste it." Down.
So where do you see your career going? Like, what's your long term? Like, make your wish come true right now. This is what I want.
What would you manifest?
Yes.
And honestly, if I could just make a name for myself to the point where I could just tour for the rest of my life, I'd be happy.
So enough name for yourself where you could tour for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. So you don't necessarily need to be a household name.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Because there are people who work.
Right.
And they constantly tour, and nobody really knows them like that. They're not really, you know, they don't have to be, everybody knows who Dave Chappelle is, but there are comedians who travel and they always book somewhere and perform, and everybody don't know them. But, Paul Mooney, I'm sure there are plenty of people don't know
me,
him.
I can see that.
It's more about the craft with me, so it's like, I love comedy. If I could do that till the day I die, I'm happy.
What about, you ever thought about being a comedic actor? Like maybe
I dibble and dabble into acting, but it's totally, that's a whole nother.
It is. Well, I think you would. Yeah, I'm about to say I think you should be able to read, but your memory had to be right. I'm afraid of that.
Real.
I can't. I'm afraid I won't be able to remember the lines. I'd be like, shit.
Listen,
you will.
It is intense. Like I was on the set of Tales, this BET show.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
I was on there with D-Ray, and we was going over his lines. And so I was helping him go over his lines, but at the same time, I was seeing like how they treated like the extras and
any other type of way. They just stand around for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Like, y'all.
And they don't pay them one flat rate. They don't pay them.
Yeah, they got different food for them, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Because they all just happy that not that they happy, but they all just there for credits to build up credits and then hopefully meet somebody like D-Ray or somebody that's gonna take to them and give them opportunity or somebody to discover them or something so that's why they doing that. But I don't like it either. I think I tried. Well, I never went. I just went down to what is it called, something casting out here,
Central Casting,
and the day I went I did my thing, blah, 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 and I registered, whatever. And then they were like, they was like, you got a good look and all that. I was like, thank you. But I got sick that day. like literally sick. When I got home that day, I was like sick with a virus for like the next week. I mean, I was out, and I always look at things as signs.
Okay.
And I was like, that's my sign that this acting shit is some bullshit, and I ain't got no time for it. Because my heart wasn't in there anyway. I was there. I was really came over here to be I was a writer.
Yeah,
I was signed. So I did music. That's why when you say who did that beat when it come on, I did that.
I thought you was bullshitting.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
So you can make beats?
Yeah, I produce what? Y'all better check me, VSENT.com. That's the company's website. But when you go in there, I mean, you have samples of my work. I do voiceovers.
Because I'm looking for somebody to write with.
You do music?
Yes.
Excuse. We're gonna talk.
Sorry,
later.
but
we're gonna talk later. So you mean that beautiful voice, speaking voice, can actually sing?
Yeah.
Sing? Oh my God, singing concert. Can you sing, Darion?
I cannot sing.
All right, then we're gonna take this up later, and we're gonna talk comedy right now.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up.
That. But we were talking before about how you were saying, like, when you thought you were so funny, you got up on stage and it's something totally different. I remember last week we were talking about like a lot of these Instagram comedians, like they're right, like especially the men who dress up in like the dresses and everything. It's like you're funny on Instagram for your group, but that doesn't always translate the same way on stage.
Right. You know what? I'm glad I started doing stand up first.
Yeah. Right.
Because when this internet shit came out, you could just blow up overnight.
It's like people weren't really working on their craft and their writing and performance and stuff. You know?
Then what happens is when they get all these followers and they don't have no stage time.
Yeah.
But also, their head already up like in the clouds, so they think they the shit.
Yeah.
So some of these dudes I meet, and I'm like, damn, like they did horrible on stage. And I pull them to the side like, yo, you got a name. All you have to do is stay on stage. And they'll just be looking at their phone like, yeah, all right, whatever. But I'm like, I'm serious. Like, y'all gonna crumble.
No, a lot of them cannot make a living on stage. Like, you can't pull an audience together.
But the problem is these comedy clubs do not care about a quality show. They want asses in seats. I had to learn that over time.
So true. That's very true because there's casting calls for like audience members, like to be a paid audience. Like they don't really care.
That is true.
So that's why if you're just a paid audience, like I'm gonna sit there because I'm getting this easy, like $100 for 4 to 6 hours or whatever the hell if it's a tape show, and then they just fill it up with whatever talent, whoever it is, and they even have cue cards sometimes like laugh.
They do. No, they got an audience person.
Yes.
I actually was employed as an audience person for the Jim Rome show. I love Jim Rome. He's like, you know who Jim Rome is? He has a show. He's like Bill Maher. You know who Bill Maher is? But he's for sports. So politics and stuff and sports, and he's a comedian. And actually it was through a temp agency, and they were, and I went because I executive produce a talk show. Probably don't know that. And so I wanted more experience, like from the inside, like go and see how from the audience perspective. And I went twice, and they had a guy that's paid out there. He tells us, so when I do this, I really need you to really give and clap hard and really laugh, And so it's always somebody that you can't see that's not on camera. That's like.
Yeah.
But you know what show where you can see that all the time is when you watch the Wendy Williams show. When you watch the Wendy Williams show, her producer, the blonde girl, blonde lady, you always see her on camera. She's like,
and she's so loud all the time.
She's like this, telling the audience like, okay, cheer for her, like do like,
That's real.
So that's TV. Everything is produced.
It is.
Everything is pretty much produced.
Also, and so like when it's so produced and manufactured like that, it's really hard to come across real, genuine, raw talent.
Mm-hmm. So, how long you in town for? How much longer?
I'm leaving tomorrow morning, man. I've been here since
tomorrow morning. Wow.
Look, I'm about to be homeless if I stay another day.
Okay. I ask people all the time, like, when they come out here from the South, because I'm from Dallas, and it's like, I love the food out there. What do you think about the food out here in LA versus in?
I've been eating chicken and waffles every day.
You've been at Roscoe's?
There's nothing magnificent here.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie though. I went to Sweet Chick. Y'all been to Sweet Chick yet?
I haven't been there
That?
yet.
Nas. Okay, so Nas like co-owns it, like him and the owner, like they.
What the hell is it?
What is this? Say it on the mic so everybody here.
Sweet Chick Life. That's the name of the restaurant.
What is that?
I'm going there.
It's one here and it's one in New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna look it up.
But no, I went there the other day and
it was good.
Yeah, but I had chicken and waffles, but I had cinnamon apple chicken, so it was off the chain.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
Fancy.
That sounds different. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Cinnamon apple.
I'm gonna try that.
Y'all better get it while it's hot.
All right, Sweet Chick
Sweet chick life.
Sweet
chick life.
That's a lot. That's a lot, but that's a lot of names. Sweet chick life. Like what?
That's three words.
I wonder what's that about? How they came up with that name, Sweet Chick Life. Hey, yo, so
that's
this
not the real name.
Darion has this on his Facebook Live, okay? But the only one that can be seen on his Facebook
is him because he's selfish.
But I'm gonna scoot over and say what's up.
No, don't. You stay right where you are because we're gonna come in.
Valentine.
Say what's up, y'all.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Ivana. Hi. Oh, she cute.
How can they follow you?
So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Hey I'm Ivana. That's HeyImIvanna. Valentine, where can they find you?
You ain't got to follow me. Follow Crucial Conversations TV on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Crucial Conversations TV. Tell your people, Darion, because they really listening to you. They don't give a fuck about what I'm saying.
I wrote it in there actually.
Oh, you did? That's what I'm talking about. He looking up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Crucial Conversations TV, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Please check us out. Yeah. You can go to www.crucialconversations.tv as well. But back to Darion. Listen, so you came out here. You came out here specifically to perform at the Laugh Factory, yes or no?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you went out there and killed it. Now, okay, so you won the first impressions. So now I guess they're going to allow you to be part of the lineup. What's the process with that? Another 2 years?
Man.
Did you ask before you left?
The lady that put the show on, I think her name is Lonnie, but I just said thank you for the opportunity, and she just like, oh, okay, no problem. That's that.
You should have asked her a question. You flew all the way from Atlanta.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they want you back, they know how to get.
They know how to reach you.
No, you should inquire or say, "Can I have your number?" Or something. You gotta be more aggressive, dude.
I am aggressive. Yeah, that's how I met y'all.
He said I did help you.
That is true. That's how he met me. He was very.
Those type of people, you can't be like.
Fuck that. You got to find a way to be like, hey, so thank you. So how do I get on the roster for this next show?
Right. For real. Listen, everybody in LA is bougie. I don't know if y'all.
No, are you kidding me? No, you right.
Y'all,
you right.
Wait, let me tell you something. Last night at the show at the Laugh Factory, everybody's bougie, even a photographer. She
was the white girl that was taking a picture. She was. She pushed me out of the way, like as if she was somebody. I even asked the lady that worked there. I said, "Who is she?" She just a photographer. I was like, "That bitch pushed me like excuse me." Ooh. I was like, I thought she was like hired like paparazzi. I thought she was from some organization like TMZ or something. No, she was just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
She was just a staff photographer.
All I did was ask. I said, "Hey, did you get pictures of me on stage?" She's like, "If I got pictures, they'd be on Instagram."
Oh my God! She does have a nasty air. She had a nasty, condescending air about her.
Be like, you know what? Say that. Come down the street, man. Let me holler at you.
Oh Lord! I mean, no.
Did you just catch me outside this woman?
Yes, he did. No, you mean.
No, I wasn't on that though. When I seen how she was acting, I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Be like my homegirl is on the one button away. I hit him up, call her up to check you when you leave here.
Get out.
I was just upset because I'm like, damn, I waited a long time to do this show.
Right. All you want to know is if you got a photo. Like,
did I get a picture?
Bitch, can I get a
wow. Oh, I see what you're saying.
And
you want something.
The crowd with the camera up here. She
really was out. You really not exaggerating. I saw her. I mean, because
the whole little show, she had the heels on.
The white young
attitude on 10.
She was. She did. It's a very. It was a sour air about her. Very sour. Yeah. Very condescending.
But when I seen, I was like, I am in LA. I forgot I was in LA.
For sure.
Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the. I mean, like myself, I was just a guest. I came there, to watch the show and meet some new comedians and make some connections. And you're right. People are dressed up and you don't know who is who, and they take advantage of the fact that you don't know who is who. Mm. Everybody has this air like. I'm somebody. You should know who I am.
Exactly.
Or and it was a general feel. It was the truth. It is a general feel. But I will say this though: the people who had the right or may have the credits to act like that were the nicest ones. Because I was as bold as I am. Sometimes I get a little like should I say something? Because if I get an attitude, I'm gonna have to take that, right. And I have to kind of pray up and breathe deep. And I ain't gonna lie, TK Kirkland could be intimidating. That dude, he'll set it off on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, I'm not saying he'll beat you up. He probably did back in the day, but I'm just saying You know,
TK
the Reverend, he ain't shy like me. He'll like what you say. He'll go in on you. So when he was up there, when I was shocked when he was like, "Oh, TK," I was like, "What?" So I purposely sat at the end because I wanted to get up and meet the comedians without disturbing the rest of the audience. So I was right at the end, so I could just slide on out.
Right.
And when he has a special coming out called "Who Raised You," and that really was the premise of a lot of his jokes. Was who raised you? He was really good. He was doing that for years. But he's really good. So anyway, he came up the stage. You know, I watched him walk over to the side, to the back, and I saw he was standing there talking to some other, I guess, comedians, which he was. And I had to like get my courage up. Now, me, I am so not that person. I'm like, I'm going to do so and so, and I'm just go do it. But it took me. I had to breathe a couple times. I'm like, all right. Cause TK Kirkland,
so you're like naturally an extrovert.
Yes, I'm naturally an extrovert. It takes me no time.
I'm such an introvert.
But it's certain people that I get a little bit like, okay, I gotta prepare myself. You know what I'm saying? Before I go talk to this person, so I don't bumble, don't look sounding stupid. They're like, "Who the fuck is you?" Now, so I walked up to him. And he was really nice.
With the credentials ain't nice now.
Oh, I know. I know. Trust me.
Some of these people, I'd be like,
there was some people there who
I'd be like, I wish I would have met this motherfucker.
Oh my god. Don't get me started.
I'd rather have just been a fan. A
fan. Me too.
Who I met? Who? I could talk about this. I met. You ever heard of Sean Garrett?
Yes, of course. Sean Garrett, the writer.
Man, I met this dude in Lenox Mall. I seen him in Lenox Mall. So
shout out Lenox Mall, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, it's popping. So look, I see him. I walk up to him like, "Yo, Sean Garrett." I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man? Big fan. Ooh, can I get a picture?" And he was like, all right, but hurry up."
Oh wow.
I'm like, this nigga act like he Jay-Z.
But like you could have just said no, not right now. You know what I'm saying?
You could have just said no. I would have been fine with that. But for you to say it like that, I mean, I still took the picture.
Okay.
He didn't say
I got my goddamn photo.
Still got it.
However.
Still though, I was like, man, come on. I would never want to.
No, that happened to me too one time. Like, there was this one woman that I really wanted to meet, and like she had a popping career, and I like looked up to her. Like I really liked her path or whatever, and it was really like admirable. And I remember one time I walked up to her and I said something. I was like, "Hey, I just wanted to ask us to like how she got an agent and stuff like that." And she asked me the work that I had, which before I moved here, like I had an agency in Dallas. I was a reporter before. Like I kind of knew like some of the ins and outs. I just hadn't been, I wasn't up there yet. And I think it's very important that you have a team. A lot of times I think that people who are in a position of power, they downplay like, "Oh, well, no, it's not that big of a deal." But I'm like, no, your team is really what helps to make you who you are. Right. Mm-hmm. And I told her like the stuff that I had done, and she was like, "Yeah, which is nothing." And I'm like, oh.
You said that?
She said that.
We were at an empowerment event for women, like black women too, and that's what she said to me. And I was like, "Wow, okay, cool.
Wow,
you show right." So that's what also helped me to learn is like sometimes you don't want to meet your faves. Like sometimes they are really shitty people.
I agree.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Somebody that caught me off guard though. Sorry to cut you off.
No, please go ahead.
Mike Epps, like every time I see him, it's like this dude is like cool as hell.
He was.
I heard he's cool.
He's cool as hell.
I heard he's cool. I heard Snoop is cool.
Why you make that face? What did he do?
Oh, he called me out. But it's my fault.
I didn't even catch it because I didn't have my glasses on.
It's my fault. It's my fault because I should have hit it better.
What?
Well, no, I never had an experience in my ex, but I just know a friend of mine who is a celebrity as well has, and I didn't hear it was nothing good. So I was like, wow, I mean, it's just his story, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make him. That doesn't tarnish Mike Epps' personality because everybody got a bad day or shit. Sometimes you may be like, I didn't give a fuck that day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if one thing I learned, the comedians, that's how they feel. That's how the fuck they feel.
Yeah, we really don't be giving a shit.
Candy coat, and that's how I motherfucking feel.
This game is cutthroat, man.
It is.
Yeah,
it's so cutthroat.
But I have to say, pretty much every comedian I have encountered since I started this journey, even doing the research beforehand, before I kicked off the comedy shows and this podcast, have been pretty good. There's only one who I will never tell, who I just like, when I see, I just gotta breathe and get the arm of God. I was like, every time I see this person, it's like, the energy ain't right. They just give me shitty vibes. But I keep that to myself, and hey, that's just personality traits. Right. But that person funny as hell. Good God, I can't deny the talent.
So be like that.
Hell yeah, the talent is on fire. Yeah. I was like, yo, hey, that
They're
the talent,
antisocial in real life. And as soon as they get on that stage, they,
the talent is amazing. So I was going to transition back to the Laugh Factory and stuff like that, but I really want to know. So you didn't ask. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to call? How did you even get on the waiting list for 2 years for the first impressions?
Okay, so you could sign up online actually.
Oh, okay. So you can do the same thing for
no, hell no.
It's not really that difficult, right? Like
It
you don't.
is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, the sign up process.
Oh no, the sign up
That's what I'm
process is
saying.
cool,
Yeah.
but the wait that's
Of course, yeah, it's 2 years.
Do they tell you they give you a projected date when you sign up, or you just how did you know?
They do give you a date because I signed up 2 years ago.
Oh, so you knew exactly.
So when I got booked for the show, it said October something 2019. I was
wow.
and then I kept reading the email. It was like, yes, we mean 2019. That's what we mean. I'm like, wow.
So they're like, yes, there is a 2 year waiting list.
But what I'm gonna do is probably give it a couple of days, but reach back out through via
For
email
sure,
or whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Did you try to meet some of the other comedians?
somewhat. You know, I had already seen TK. I don't know how many times, but the other.
Oh, but you know, D. Ray. You just said that, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah, but he wasn't at the show though.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking the reason why I asked, I was thinking you could be making networking and making connections, but you kind of have some already because you know D. Ray and he's popping.
Well, that's my cousin actually.
What?
So why you ain't step out of the gate saying that?
Why you ain't
Because
just
then it
say
would have been
that?
something different. Then I'll be like, alright.
Excuse me.
Well, we found out anyway.
Okay, he is not the regular newbie. He a newbie with peoples with a squad.
I'd have had a guy that had a comedy club in Texas, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember his name or nothing. But anyways, this dude run a club. So he hit me up. He's like, yo, I've been seeing you doing your thing. Whoa, I want to book you. What's your price? Mm-hmm. So I get to giving them the info. Out of nowhere, this dude is like, yo, and I want to see if you could probably bring D-Ray. I'm like, nah, you don't get out of here.
Trying to through you to him.
I'm like, man, come on. And this dude, D-Ray, he ain't no lame. He rich. He famous. I'm not trying to just come with me.
Yeah.
You still have to go and check with him, and he checks with his managers and all the things he doing.
He got his own life and his own team.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Right. So
reach out
that's
to his
why I try not to throw that out there first. You know
I feel you.
I want to see if you're a genuine person first. That's why I'm talking to you in the first place.
Okay. That's okay. That concept you just, I actually appreciate where I'm at now, right? Mm-hmm. Because as I float around, I have credits under my belt,
right?
But nowhere near like known, like or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I get people genuinely who people are at this stage of the game,
right?
And I appreciate that because I know, God willing, if my success continues or the production continues, even you, Avani, right? Things continue. So there'll come a time where you will not know who these people really are because they know who you are and their representative is there, front and center. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to know who people truly are.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it right now while I still have that because I know it'll become a time where I won't know what this person's intentions are. I don't know if they're a really genuine person. Exactly. I will never know.
Yeah.
The only way I would know is through somebody I know that is unknown and how they treated them.
Right.
And they're like, how did they treat you? Oh, they got a badge. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's who that person really is.
Right.
Especially if you get that reference from somebody you trust anyway. Right?
Yeah.
But so I mean, that's a blessing right now.
Is.
You know what I'm saying? That you get to see.
I try to stay humble. I look up to, people like Bernie Mac. And he wrote 2 books before he died. I don't know if y'all knew that.
I didn't know he wrote 2 books, but
in the book he talked about a situation with Steve Harvey. He was saying how like Steve Harvey acted like the kings of comedy should have just been him, basically. Like that's his attitude.
I'm going to tell the story.
Like, damn, like you would never thought in a million
that Steve
years
would be like that
to one of the greatest comedians ever. But that it happens.
It's. I mean, well, you just clarify for me. Excuse me, what I had already figured or had kind of heard sideways, meaning that Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey had an issue, which is why the Kings of Comedy did not come back or do something else. But I didn't know exactly why. But I guess I should go get the book and read it to know the details.
Yeah.
But I know when he passed away, I think the 3 Kings of Comedy that were left there, and Steve kept saying, you know, we were really good friends, and he loved this guy. And I was like, whatever happened between them must have been serious, because I feel like he's making amends right now.
Crying. And when I see him cry, I'm like, I know why he crying, because he lying.
Oh my Lord! Oh Lord, you better. Yo, Steve gonna call YouTube and say,
He gonna call me.
turn off the switch on that little wannabe podcast, Comedic Minds. They on there. Nah, but you know what? I will say this though. You know, yes, Bernie Mac is loved, and a lot of people love Steve Harvey too.
Right.
And yes, Bernie Mac, I guess he got to put it out there and say his piece in the book, right? But I will say that it's always like more information you probably don't know, you're not privy to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
and
so
I
much more
always
context.
remember that it's more and more context to it. Not to say that Bernie Mac did anything wrong or that he didn't, but I just feel like it's just a whole lot more sometimes to it. But the snapshot picture is all we get, you know, and we just run off of that. And I know that because I'm telling you, dude, I don't know if you're a business owner yet or anything like that, but when you start being the leader of things, and as a business owner myself and putting on these big projects, it's like everybody want to take a shot at you.
Yeah.
Or everybody want to
You're
try
the
to
fall
position
guy.
themselves to
Everything's
tear you down. And I'm thinking, wow, like, why? I'm thinking, how could you bring me this drama? Do you know how much it took out of me to put this together? How many sacrifices? The fact that I'm not a comedian. I don't give a like, I could just take my money and do something else.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And take my energy and my time and convincing the production manager to send to. She spent a lot of time and energy in this, so she's not a comedian. We both got our MBA. She almost finished with her doctorate. You know what I'm saying? We are professional motherfuckers. I mean, for real, like corporate motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And we really put our heart and soul because we believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so my thing is, like, sometimes people say things or just do things, and I just be like, you are a lot of drama and confusion to me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't let it stop me, because I'm like, I have to continue to lead the ship, because this person in a year from now, when I've moved on, they will be what's the word? Not even matter, so to speak.
Come on.
Irrelevant.
He got his master's.
Irrelevant.
What's
But I said all that to say, okay. Anyway, I already told, Hope said that to me. She said, don't you got your master's degree? Excuse me, MBA, Master's in Business Administration with an extra concentration in management, not English. Excuse me. So yes, and I love my slang. I do use my slang. I teach class. I'm a professor too, but I don't use. I ain't lying. I'm about to lie and say I don't use slang in class. Yes, I do.
You do.
Yes, I do.
I want to sit on one of your classes.
They laugh. They love me. My students love me. All right, but it's Darion. I said that. Darion. I keep saying Darion.
No, you good. The white people say Darion. So you
No, that ain't right.
That's not okay. See, that'll make you feel worse.
Okay, Darion. Yo, Darion. I just said that to say, you know, God bless they struggle. I don't know them poor men, but I know
what you
that.
Just said about owning a business and all that, and how people try to tear you down. So I don't own a business yet, but I'm going through that same thing on a different level, like on a street level, if that makes sense.
No, of course that makes sense.
Okay,
dude,
so,
you doing things, you trying to come out of that. It's always people at every level trying to drag you down or get you caught up.
Exactly.
Hell
so
yeah, I
it's
went
like
to that.
People that I grew up with, or
everybody not going to understand.
Even your family.
Yep.
Family can be so discouraging.
Man.
It's like, damn, do you want me to be successful or what?
Yes.
A lot of them is full of shit.
Yeah.
You ain't. Don't get me started.
Hey,
I'll start calling names.
Come on now. Where the organ at?
I have a show in their town where they at. Some of them, a lot of them won't come. And then, Ha Davis is in town, or Mike Epps is in town. Oh, I'm there. Now, when I get on, then it's going to be a different story.
No,
for sure.
They're gonna want a front row ticket, and they're gonna want some money.
Always.
They're gonna want a loan.
We used to grow up together, man. You remember me?
You done changed. Money done changed. You done blew up. You don't know nobody no more.
But back to what I was saying on the street level, though, it's dudes I grew up with they didn't see nothing outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
And so when they see me doing my thing, I get hate, I get envy, I get jealousy. So when I go back home, I got to be careful. I got to watch how I move. I can't just put on Facebook, oh, I'll be in Chicago this and that day.
Oh.
I got to sneak into town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If you see me at the gas station or wherever, you just see me. But I'm not finna call you and let you know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people out there, they don't value life. So they'll kill you in a heartbeat for no reason.
Oh God, don't get me started. Yeah, I agree with you, and I feel like it's sad, unfortunately. You know,
It's very sad.
Don't snuff out your own.
When did you leave out of Chicago?
About 3 years ago.
3 years. Okay.
So you've been in Atlanta for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people still try to hit me up, and even if you're not talking to them, like they'll still try to get in your comments or say something crazy. They want you to reply.
Oh yeah,
they do.
It's people I know.
I've seen that on YouTube.
It's people I know, so that's what makes.
Oh, people you know.
Yeah, so that's what make me even madder. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, man, listen, these people crazy, man.
They are.
Let me tell you, I was reading some of the comments on YouTube, because this is on the Crucial Conversations channel. So some of the shows that I host, I interviewed celebrities, and some of the comments are so disrespectful.
What?
And I immediately I started to get fired up. Like, what? And I even clicked to see whose channel is this, and I go click, and I realized, wait a minute, why am I getting upset? I don't know this person. They out there in the internet verse somewhere.
Keyboard.
I call them Twitter thugs with keyboard courage. They ain't about to check me on the street.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I can't be worried about that. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to read the good or the bad. It doesn't matter. As long as the stats keep going up, they viewed it. They thank you for your view, for your click and subscribing. And I don't even care. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna encourage you to do the same. Like, don't let nobody.
I always look at it like, if I plan on being one of the greatest, I can't be stooping down to their level. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it starts right now with the way you carry yourself.
It's not that I'm better than them or above them, but I'm not going to stoop down to that level. Like, if I see some BS, okay, I'm not.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a little bit of advice. Okay, now I see. First of all, number one, I definitely think you're very charismatic. That's for sure. That's even how we met, right? You came up to me while we were talking and stuff, and I was like, wow, he's mad cool, and then we just started talking, and then when I left, right. You stopped me. It was like, yo, and I was. It's funny because I was trying to reach out to you. You know, I was like, oh, I gotta get in contact with this guy. He's leaving soon, but this is something I noticed, okay, on this show. There have been times where some veterans have been here and interacted, and I felt like they've been somewhat condescending, right? They feel like because they've been doing this a long time that they know better. And now, yes, your experience provides you, wisdom and insight to impart, but oftentimes somebody still has to try their own way. You should be humble enough to recognize when somebody you're talking to, you just want to give them some insight, but you don't want to give it to them like this. Oh, and if you don't listen, you hard or you trying to ignore me, or I've been doing this longer than you. Right. Like, they kind of condescending, not really respecting the newcomer. Now, on the flip side, I feel like sometimes the newcomers are so gun ho. Like myself, I would consider myself more a newcomer. I think I'm in the middle between the two.
Okay.
But where they a little bit too aggressive. I mean, gun ho with, oh, I know better than you. You over this, so you over there. Stuff like that, and not really like proceeding, giving that person the respect that they deserve. Like, as long as that person giving you respect back, right?
Now, people like that, I kind of ignore. If you're not, especially if you're a veteran, you're supposed to be helping the next young comic out, or what. It don't even matter what you do. You could be a teacher. Hey, let me tell this teacher what to do so they could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're not doing that, I'm not even gonna say nothing to you.
I think a level of discernment is also important too. Like, what frustrates me though is, to what you were saying too. What frustrates me is when a veteran or something in the game will talk to me like, and see, you young people don't know, and y'all don't want, and y'all, and it's just like, but you're talking at me about this, and I'm not one of those people either. And I don't like being grouped into with other like young bratty ass people who feel like the world owes them everything, because I don't feel that way. And so sometimes that's when that unsolicited advice doesn't really help me out, because it's like, you talking to me like I'm one of them people, and I'm not. So to what you're saying, it gets really frustrating.
When it happens to me, everything inside of me wants to like rebel back because I feel like you're putting me down.
Yes.
But what I do is, it hurts at the time because I feel like I'm gonna get an ulcer for it. But I literally hold in my anger, I hold it all in, and I try to wait till a more opportune time because I feel like things oftentimes is about timing as well. Where it's like sometimes you don't have to tell me in front of everybody. Like,
also,
it's not about
because
then it's not really about you giving the advice, but it's about you letting me know. And in front, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it's like, yo, can you wait till a more opportune time where you can put me to the side, or you can like, hey, Valentine, I want to tell you this is what I think, this is what experience. What do you think? A lot of them, to have a dialogue.
Believe it or not, a lot of those people, veterans that are like that, they're not happy about
their career,
them leaving and you coming.
Oh,
like I watched comedians in cars getting coffee. You ever watch that on Netflix?
Yeah.
I skip it because I feel like it's gonna be corny. Is it good?
Listen, he got Eddie Murphy on one of the new episodes.
I watched that.
Right. So, but Eddie was talking about how like when he was coming in the game, he looked up to Richard Pryor, and he said Richard Pryor was like, Eddie Murphy, get him out of his room. It's only room for one black comedian. Like, giving him that kind of attitude.
Yeah, but So I'm like, but that relates to what we talking about. Like, it's a lot of them like that. Like, they don't want to see you coming up. Oh, and you funny? Oh, they not finna. You know what though? One of the remedies to that. Some people you're not going to be able to convince they're going to still be that way. Right. But one of my remedies I feel like is constantly making sure to pay homage and pay them their respects. Right. You know, that's the way that I feel like it's just as much as I feel like it's their responsibility to not only impart wisdom in a respectful way and still acknowledge me and my education and my accomplishments thus far, it's my responsibility to let them know I appreciate you, and these doors wouldn't be here if you didn't knock them down. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that I want your wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Like making them feel like that it's not, I'm coming in, so you need to move over and get out. But just make room for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take care of you too. So that's what I try to make sure that I'm always, I mean, it's just kind of natural in me anyway, but I just always giving homage or props to somebody that's been before me or more seasoned. I just happen to thank God it's natural to me. Like especially when it comes to my elder people, I'm just, when it comes to elderly people and kids, I'm a sucker. Aww, I'm like, all right, I give my last, or my whole attitude go away. If I had an attitude, if everything is gone, especially older people, I let them say all types of crazy stuff. Like they can say something crazy, I'd be like, that's crazy, but okay, you earned the right to say that. I ain't going to trip. I'm gonna let you say that. You know what I'm saying? Even though normally I'd be like, what the fuck? But I'd be like,
you say to me, Grandma?
Yeah, but that's just me. I just think that we should try to, if they're not giving the olive branch, at least we could try, to throw it out there and give them something. Let them know, look, I respect you. I think it shows more character anyway if they're still trying to tear you down and you are trying to big them up at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Look how Tyler Perry did Spike Lee.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. Tyler Perry never was clapping back.
Yeah.
Like that. If that don't inspire you to keep going.
That's very true. That's a good example.
I didn't even think of that.
Me either. That's very good. And I mean, I love Spike Lee. Look at I'm about to say, I was like, I love Spike Lee. I do. You do the right thing.
I'm done.
But he was. I was like, man. I was like, why can't it be a bunch of us doing a bunch of different things, right? We don't all have to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not for nothing, but we start to pigeonhole our own selves. Like, you need to think more in a free mind. We all play a part, play a position.
I definitely feel like there's room for all of us. I definitely feel that way. And especially even just because even for example, like women in the rap game, they've been saying that, but it's on one at a time. Nicki Minaj held the shit down for 10 years. That was ridiculous. But and now we're seeing this resurgence of so many more female, rappers coming up because there's room for more than one.
So who's the next one? Well, see, look at me, I said next.
See, female, that's the problem.
Oh, Wanda Sykes is right now, right?
The next female comedian?
Well, black. We talking about black right now, right? But
who's the next black?
Just considering comedian? Just female comedians, period, right? Well, as far as the black comedian, no, Tiffany Haddish is now.
Yeah.
Tiffany had it.
We never really have more than one black female comic that's popping, right? Because before her, the biggest one I known that was Tiffany Haddish status was Monique, right?
I'm gonna have to big up this
Nicole.
chick.
Do you watch Nailed It on Netflix?
No.
Nailed It? Oh my god, that shit is so fucking funny. I can't think. Her first name was like Nicole, I believe. Anyways, but she has a special, and I've seen her shit. That's funny as hell too.
Nailed
it. With black women, like you have to seek it out, and that's what I do. So like I go on ComedyCentral.com and look at some of their latest stand-ups, and if I see a black woman's face, like I'm gonna click on that shit. Netflix even has some specials on there where they like highlight female comedians or whatever throughout the country and throughout the world. I can't remember the name of it, but like if I see a black woman on there, I'm gonna click on this shit. Like you really have to just seek it out, honestly. Right. Yeah.
There's this black comedian from the UK. She's a lesbian.
Yes, Nigerian,
funny.
British.
Yes.
She is so damn
I forgot her name.
funny.
You know what I'm talking about? You gotta Google it. She is funny as
What's
fuck.
her name?
I don't remember her name. Let me Google it right now. Y'all
But she's funny as shit. No,
but she's really. She been on everything. She been on everything. She's really. I know she lived in LA, but then I saw her on one of her shows. She was talking about she was moving to New York. So I don't know if where she's at now. But I'm gonna track her down and ask her.
One issue I've been noticing is like even with female rappers, people say like, oh, I don't really think they can really rap like that. And even with female comedians, it'd be like, some people say, oh, I don't really think women are funny. And that is, all of that is so like rooted in sexism, and it's so ugly, and I fucking hate it. Sorry, I just want to say that. Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
And it's a lie, because you got some funny comedians out here.
They're so funny. And I think a lot of people don't relate to black women's experiences, which is what we get up there and talk about. But we find so many ways with our writing and performances to make the shit funny and somewhat relatable. Like, I think even if you are a man, you can still relate to what we're talking about. You can still understand. And the shit is funny.
Right.
So I really do hope you find her, though.
I think the funniest female comedian I've ever seen live was Adele Givens.
I love her. Such a fucking lady.
She is so fucking.
She is the shit.
No, when I tell you
her name is Gina. I can't say her full name. That's a lot.
Gina Ayashir. Shout out to you, Gina. But anyway, she has a show. This is what she looks like. But check her out whenever you get a chance. She is so hilarious.
Yeah, she's really hilarious.
My God.
And Adele Givens is really. That's a vet pioneer. Right?
Seriously, can we please have her on the show?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go try to find her.
But listen, that was the first female comedian I ever seen that got on stage, just set it on fire from top to bottom.
Yes.
There wasn't no room for you to breathe.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo,
drink your water.
I've never seen this ever. Like,
I like some more too, though.
Some more is funny.
You don't like some more?
She cool. I feel like she just talk about sex a lot.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, I don't mind, but she does talk about sex a lot.
But I don't think none of them. I think they all do.
A lot more. Adele ain't say nothing about no sex in her.
Well, Lunel talks about sex a lot.
Yes, she does.
And she's funny as shit. Lunel, she talks about sex all
You better know these people.
Come on now, you better know these black women.
But some of these comedians, they go in there all the time talking about fuck, bitch, fuck, all that.
Kevin Hart, he doesn't not talk about sex, and he'll like simulate like a fucking
he don't talk about sex, right?
Who?
Kevin Hart, he does. He talk about sex.
Yes, he do.
Really? I mean, no, you could talk about it. That's fine.
But you said it's
when
just
your whole set is about,
it's
I'm
sexual,
like,
sexual,
whatever.
The whole thing, yeah.
I'm like, all right.
You was funny.
Whatever.
Yo, I want you. I'm gonna Skype you in from Atlanta. We can Skype in. We can Skype.
Okay.
You gonna Skype in another show?
Cool.
Or we could call in too. You could call in on Skype.
Definitely.
Remember we Skype Jason.
Yes,
Jason Stewart.
that's so cool. Yeah.
So you're going in Atlanta. So it ain't like you got to stay. You know, just because you're not in LA.
Right.
Now you can't come into the show sometimes. So
Hell yeah.
whenever you want to be on a show, especially if you got what if you got something happening in Atlanta, like a show coming up or something, or you want to, or you saw something we talked about, or something you want to chime in and talk about, especially when it's related to comedy. You should just hit me up and be like, yo, I want to be on the show, and I'm like, all right, we'll Skype you.
One thing I want to bring up is it's not easy being a comedian.
No.
How has it been hard for you?
I mean, not just for me, but for all comedians. It's like we all battling our depressions and stuff like that. We got a lot of stuff that happened, and you just got to put this smile on your face. And I met one comedian, I forgot his name, but he had told me like his kid passed away like not even a month ago, but he had to perform like a few minutes right after he told me that.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was just like, yo, I'm like, dude, we go through a lot, like literally, like for real. all the stuff, my childhood, growing up in Chicago, all shootings, my house getting shot up, like all type of craziness. Like we go through all this, and I got PTSD just from growing up out there. You feel
bet.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of friends dying and the killer running free, and I'm just like, look, that's why I gotta get out of here. This is too much. It's too much.
And you knew who the killer was? And it was
everybody know. But
but ain't nobody about to tell it.
Ain't nobody about to tell.
Yeah.
But that would turn you into a killer. Because what if somebody killed your mom?
Yep.
Yeah,
I get this.
That'll make you
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I do.
The paranoia, like I couldn't even imagine.
It's too much, man.
No.
Sheesh. I'm sorry, man.
And it's beef in comedy too. Hell, people.
I was going to ask you how caught up you are on the news, because there's this thing where some female comedians called out Harvey Weinstein.
Oh
at a
my God,
comedy
that's
club.
right.
Did you see that? Are you familiar? Oh my God,
I saw it.
What they say? You want some sexual favors or a role?
No, they were just saying, because he was just there. It was like this little intimate comedy show,
For
and
new
these white women, they were like, "And why the fuck is he here? How is he here at this comedy show?" And they were roasting his ass as
there?
you do.
Yes,
he was there,
but it wasn't. I don't think it was a comedy show. It was something for new up and coming actors. And you know what? He just got.
It was like a showcase or something.
Yes, and he got ousted from because of all his sexual
they called him
allegations.
the fuck out.
And so he went. To me, that was the most poor judgment I ever seen.
Why would you
Not
do
even
that?
because let me.
God.
Because the man is a rapist. He been doing this for years. In his mind, that's like asking. That's why when people say, why does Donald Trump keep talking like that? Because in his mind, he's like, who gonna check me? He been rich forever. Wait. He say whatever he want to say. People tell him yes. Nobody really tells him no. He always say what the fuck he want to say.
Let me ask y'all
Only
something.
people who don't have money and power got to watch what they say and be nice and hope somebody don't get mad at them.
What do y'all think about this R. Kelly thing? Do y'all feel like he
did it? Yes. You don't think he did it?
Wait, I'll tell you in a minute. You go.
Oh my God, I can't believe you about to say on the mic that mic.
What do you think?
What do you think? I think that nigga's a fucking rapist.
Okay, but how was he a rapist? No.
And that's been the show.
No.
Okay.
Wait.
I think I know where you're going.
No. I'm not saying that I don't. Of course, like I think.
I'll answer your question. How was he a rapist?
I'm not. Okay, agreeing that he's not.
Now it's from what I understand. Everybody pretty much consented, even the little kids. It's just children. That little kids can't really consent,
right?
You know, that's and horrible. He's taking advantage of their immaturity,
right?
Or so to speak, and their naivete as an adult, flashing money and power. And
did you not watch that R. Kelly special?
Let me tell you something wild though.
What?
The day before that came out, it probably came on like the day after New Year's this year. I went to his New Year's party in Chicago this year. Listen, I'm at a family party. My uncle, he know them or whatever. So he's like, yo, I'm going. You want to go? So I'm like, yo, it's cool. I'm going. I get there. The people that he had at the party, I was just like, yo, this dude is a freak.
Wow. Who was at the party?
Okay, so what?
It was just all type of stuff going on. First of all, I walk in. His beard is red. So I was like, okay. Then I see the crowd.
He was giving off bad juju, bad
was
vibes.
Crazy. And then the crowd, it was like, man, it was BBWs in there. It was skinny people. It was Asian. It was white. It was gay dudes.
So what was you in a sex party type of thing?
No. Why would I want that?
I don't know, baby. Why did you go? I'm just saying, was that like the type of the environment that it looked like?
I didn't know what it was going to be. I'm just thinking like,
you're just saying the people that he was with and the way he looked, it just gave you a
weird
bad feeling.
Very weird.
But back to the Harvey Weinstein situation. The comedian started roasting him, the female comedian.
Yes, and then the crowd was booing her, and so that's whenever.
No, it was just men. You heard it was men's voices.
Men in the crowd were booing her.
And I was like, are they really booing her?
They were for real
really?
booing her.
I was like, people so evil, so shady.
Yeah.
And then so one of the actresses that was not performing, I guess she was like sitting there around him. She got up and started. Yes, you can Google this. It was on the news. She was screaming, "Why is he here? You just how can you accept that he's a rape?" I mean, not for nothing. It's almost like it's like you let a pedophile knowingly live right across the street from the school, from the junior high school. Yeah. Like everybody knows he's a pedophile, and he just rented the store. I mean the apartment right in front of the front door of the junior high school.
Yeah.
And he got an ice cream truck and he's sitting outside.
And
everybody's watching, and they know he's like an infamous pedophile.
We get it.
What the fuck is happening? Yeah, and what? In your mind, you'd be like, first of all, what is going through this pedophile's brain that he think this is okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody know he a pedophile, and then wouldn't the parents stand like, what the parents would go off?
Yeah,
they would try to. That's what I was thinking. Like, yo, this dude, something ain't right, but it's because he's used to being in power, being, you know what I'm saying? He does what he wants to do, and he's been doing it for years. So for him, it's like. For us, the natural click is there. Like, so we're not going to go there. Not for him. Yeah.
So what my question is though, like, I feel that in comedy, humor is a sign of intelligence, and I feel like you should be willing to call out like systems of oppression. You should be able to call out racists, rapists, all that shit, and they got fucking booed. But I mean, I just want to know like what your thoughts on that word. Like, I feel like you should be able to roast niggas and call that shit out.
The world is getting softer and softer by the day. I've never been in Facebook jail this many times in my life.
Facebook
you said
jail?
Facebook jail. What is that?
Jail. If you say something on Facebook that goes against their rules or whatever, they'll tell you, hey, you can't post.
Let me tell you, Facebook will kiss my ass. They did the most damaging shit. How about that? They did the most damaging shit, Mark Zuckerberg, okay? Right. Selling out the United States.
But they trying to silence people, like, if you say certain things on there, like I think I said,
wow,
they're not silencing the right people though, and that's what my issue with Facebook is. What they did to Farrakhan?
He can't even get on Facebook.
Well,
really?
They made it to where he can't get on Facebook and two other people because he's powerful.
Well, then Donald Trump better not be in no damn Facebook.
I guarantee you,
he's still on there though. That's what,
Oh my God!
They're not gonna shut him down.
I do. You know, one of the things that drew me to comedy. I mean, I always enjoyed comedy. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I enjoyed it. But what really drew me to comedy these last 5 years or so was the fact that y'all were like the last outlet of like raw conversation, right?
Say what other people are thinking.
Yes, I mean, say shit that made me be like, that's so true.
Yeah,
but I could never just say that in a regular environment because motherfuckers would go. They would,
and that's why I love it because y'all can't say it at work, but I can.
I like that in real life.
Oh, you sure can? Yes.
I like that in real life too. Because like I'll like say some ignorant shit to somebody, and then somebody else will be like, "Oh, he a comedian. Don't listen to him." I'll be like, "I'm serious."
Right. They laugh at it, but it's like, "No, nigga, I'm serious."
Yeah, but they think I'm playing all the time. So I was like, okay,
and you can get away with it. You just let it slide. But like, fuck it.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Do you see yourself doing like a Netflix special? Or I'm sure you would want to. Yeah,
of course. I feel like that's what every comedian is building up to.
A Netflix special?
No, not Netflix.
Oh, just
your own show, your special. Yeah,
we building up our material. So when we do get that call, hey, I want you to do this special for HBO. Are you ready? Do you have 45 minutes to an hour to, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that takes years and years to get all that material, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you like a crazy writer like Dave Chappelle or Deion Cole that could just write this crap and go work it out and it's hilarious, and then they could throw out all these specials like,
oh, but just more than one, yeah. Because I think he had two out. Dave Chappelle, the Sticks and Stones, and then another one.
He got a lot of
with him sitting there on stage, just kind of rapping and talking, but he's telling jokes and weaving in and
now,
out.
if you got a pen like that, like those guys, you can do that. But look at Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy only got 2 specials, and he's a legend.
But he's a legend because he's more of a comedic actor.
Yeah, his movies,
for sure.
I mean, he was already a legend because of what was his comedy shows in the beginning. Raw.
Okay.
Raw and stuff.
A lot of them get rich and they get to the point where I need a break or...
Yeah, and they take a break for so long. And I never want to do that
because you lose it.
Yeah.
Like...
No, do you really?
You do.
If you got it, you got it.
I don't want to say this name because I respect it.
Okay.
But he took a long break from comedy. I guess if he was rich, he just whatever. And then when he came back and did a tour... It was people in the crowd like, yo, that ain't funny. And he literally addressed this guy on stage like, what you mean this ain't funny, man? Like, you at my show. And then, of course, the crowd get the clap.
Yeah.
But the guy was right, though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
But that's what happens when you know what I'm saying. You get to this level, you get lazy. Like
I feel like even if you aren't going out like touring and stuff, like that's what open mics are for. Like hit up an open mic in the meantime. Like keep that shit up. Like while you're writing and performing, and like you said, when you write it and you work it out, that's what open mics are for.
That's what I love.
Work that out in front of a crowd. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I met Chris Tucker in Atlanta. You know he's from Atlanta. Chris Tucker. I met him at a open mic. He just walked up just like us.
Yeah.
Went up in there and performed some stuff. And next thing I know, that stuff was on Netflix.
Yeah.
So what do? You go in there, you guys try material. If the crowd laughs, if they don't laugh, you take those out.
Right.
Certain ones out.
Sometimes, you take it out, or you just find a different way to work it. Like, especially if you're doing storytelling or something, and you're telling a long ass story, then you have to make sure that you have like bits and hits within that. And then it helps me to know, like, if my audience didn't laugh at something that I thought was funny, then I'd be like, okay, well, let me try to work this a different way or something. But the audience, they'll let you know, like, this is funny and this is what's not.
Right.
I still think half of the battle is confidence. Stepping on that stage with an air of authority, speaking into the mic.
Really speaking from your diaphragm.
Confidence and funny.
Yeah.
And funny, yes. Of course you can't.
Some people confident, but they ain't got the jokes.
Yeah, they got the humor.
That's true too.
Yeah, have both.
Because that's very true. Because I think your competition, he was kind of confident, but he ain't had no jokes.
Why do you keep saying that?
He was funny, but he ain't had no joke.
Well, he was supposed to be your competition. He just wasn't measure. He wasn't, but he was technically supposed to be, but he just wasn't. God bless him. No, what? God bless him. It seemed like
God bless his
No, it
heart.
seemed like he was known, right? Didn't it seem like they knew him? They seemed like they knew him for some reason. That's the impression I got.
When we get off, you need to tell me what his name is. I need to know.
I don't remember his name.
You wouldn't even recognize him.
I don't remember his name. I wouldn't say it because it's like,
no. I'm saying not on the show.
Yeah, I know, but I don't remember his name honestly.
You would not.
But I would tell you later, but I don't remember.
Okay,
but yeah, I would never say it on the. Oh Lord, she said I remember.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, he spoke into the mic. He was confident, but he didn't have no jokes.
Spoke into the mic.
Yeah, some people be like scared, like speak into the mic, like talk, like
speak
talk
up,
to the people.
Yeah.
And then other thing about him I noticed is he never really looked into the crowd. Like you looked into the crowd, you was talking like I don't know, you behaved just like as if you was up there.
I love when comedians break that fourth wall. I love it. Like when they break that fourth wall, like when you're on stage, sometimes like in theater in a play or something, there's a fourth wall where they almost act as if you're not there.
Right.
But I like in comedy and stand up, they break that and then we're like, right, sir, and then like call you out in the audience. I just love that.
Oh. I'll be like, I don't want to be called out.
I don't either. I've been called out when I sat on front row on stage. I'm like, never again will I ever. You're not going to do that.
A lot of people don't like to sit in the front.
Ever sit on front row.
I
ever,
got my
nigga.
rules though. If I'm not going to talk about you, look, if your outfit fucked up, I got to get you. If you're on the phone while I'm talking, you text.
That's rude. Yeah, call them out. Be like, get the fuck out the phone.
I'm about to light you up.
No, for sure.
What's his name? He did that on the special Sticks and Stones. Dave Chappelle.
Oh.
In the middle of his talking, he had the phone go off, and he looked, and the whole audience started laughing, and he said something. He said, "Go ahead, so you can go outside and answer." And he said something slick, and he said, "Wouldn't it be fucked up if he go out there and after all of this and I got smart with him?" He said, "Oh, your mother died," or something like that. Like he gets some bad news like that.
That was
so
genius,
fucked up
because ain't nobody gonna put that in their special. But edit that out. But when he put that in, I
love that. Like just spontaneous. Like just go. You know what I mean? Just go. I don't want to edit all the time.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was dope. It really was.
Did you watch Chris Rock's Tambourine special?
I haven't.
Yes.
You did?
Was it great?
Yes, it's good. Chris Rock is one of those very intelligent comedians.
It was witty.
He's very.
Yeah.
When I think of comedy, and I think of, sometimes you think like, oh, if I could do comedy, or maybe I should, like people that want to sing, right? They be like, well, if I could sing, if I would tear it up. Like, no, you don't know what God would give you. You don't know if you got Whitney voice or someone's voice, Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference between the two. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ashanti could sing, but you may not think that she could sing. You feel like, oh, I would have been tearing. Like, you don't know what you would have had if you had that, But when I think if you could sing, but I like Ashanti, by the way. Shout out Ashanti. You know?
I had
you see, my favorite song. Oh, I'm off the topic now, but my favorite song is "Oh Baby." I think I like. Anyway, that's my favorite song. All right. So anyway, what I was saying was when I look at those comedians. When I look at those comedians, they intimidate me. Like when I think of like, wow, if there's a small part of me that think I could do comedy, they scare me. Well, like hell no, like that was so fucking good. I can't do that. Like who thinks of that? Who thinks of shit like that? Like to say it the way they said. Who was doing it? I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't do it. So anyway, that's what I was saying when I like what's his name? What was his name? You just
Chris Rock Tambourine.
Yes, Chris Rock on Tambourine, which I saw a couple of times. Sticks and Stones. Well, I think I saw like 5 times.
The thing about it though is like it felt like we're seeing a different side of Chris Rock because this is Chris Rock post divorce and you know
he talks about
splitting time with his children and stuff like that. I'm like, and just hearing about men after they've fucked up obviously and seeing like after they've done like the introspection I guess and just like talking about this is what I should have done and this is the man that I could have shoulda woulda but anyway I really appreciated that also just seeing that perspective from him because I think it was just like I said a side that we hadn't really seen before. Yeah.
Oh, Chris Rock?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I never knew he was, like, he talked about in his stand-up comedy that he cheated. He was a cheater on his cheater.
I never even put this.
I never knew that. I was like, really?
I never even put this in my stand-up, but my mama was a stripper.
Hey.
Why you don't put that in the stand-up?
Her stripper name was
would she be okay?
Wait, what was her stripper
name was Cherokee.
Oh my God!
That's cute.
Listen, people used to call the house. Hey, can I speak to Cherokee? I'm like, nigga, this is a family phone.
Call the house for Cherokee, sir.
Would she be mad if you talked about that in your comedy?
Man, my mama always mad about something, man. I think we crack babies. So when she say something, I be
oh my God, he said, I think, yo, this dude is.
I think we crack babies. So when she say something, I'm like, Ma, you know it was true. What you mad for?
Done.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know you sold them food stamps and whooped our ass when there wasn't nothing to eat.
Oh my God. Yo, this
please
dude.
Put all of this in your stand-up.
I know.
Please. Like, yes.
Like this dude, yo,
yes,
he be letting it out. Yo, he gonna be like, he gonna be one of them motherfuckers. I'm like, oh my God. He just
I love when
that.
people talking about like how things were growing up and like, cause our parents are human, you know, and it's just like growing up, I think some of us looked at them as like superheroes, but once we became adults and we looked back on the goofy shit they did, we're like, what the hell? Or like the things that they had to do to make ends meet for you, for us to just survive. It's just like
it's crazy you just said that.
Yeah.
Because one time she lost her job. This is a crazy story. I'm sorry I'm telling the story, Mama. If you see this. But it's true. So one time she lost her job or whatever and she had to do what she had to do as far as like probably selling drugs and stuff like that. And my grandma is a crackhead. So I was in like
is your grandmother alive right now?
Yes. I was in. She's still doing a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
So I was in like 8th grade, 7th grade, and my mom called. She like, yo, your grandma coming over. I need you to go in the room, get this out the box. It was some rocks. I didn't look at the time. I'm young. I don't know.
Did you know what it was?
I knew what it was, but at the time I didn't think much of it.
Right.
But when I got old, I was like,
yo.
I sold my grandma drugs.
Hello.
Oh,
you was your mama's drug dealer.
Oh,
your grandma drug dealer, Lord Jesus.
My grandma, like some of my homies, like they mom came. I'm like, damn, I just sold my homie mama. I'm in the 8th grade.
That was a trap spot.
Dude, I swear to God, all these things you're telling us right now, that better be in your next stand-up.
I'm serious.
That sounds like
send it to me,
right
please.
there.
It needs to be.
Send it to me.
You better figure that.
It's
Put that
story,
in.
And that's some of the stuff that I tell you, like some of these comedians got PTSD because stuff like that happen. You don't think about the effect that this is going to have on you in the next 10 to 20 years. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that I'm grown and I look back, I'm like, damn, I really did that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know no better. When you're growing up in this environment,
you don't know what you don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah. All right, sir. We had a great conversation with you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate you stopping by Comedic Minds.
It's hell in hell.
You hot? What? Well, I didn't mention it. We could have turned the air down.
I feel like I'm in the church.
Well, we have air conditioning.
What's wrong? Wait,
You should have
why you
mentioned
be
it.
sweating in church?
I'm hot.
Because the pastor be talking to you?
Them churches always hot. They got all taking all that money and they ain't got the air working.
What air
The
never
black people
works?
church. That's the black people. They want you because they want you to have a fan and
That
catch the Holy
fan.
Ghost
Man.
and get all into it. You get
Yeah.
more emotional when you hot. You know, you
that.
start
Had
fanning,
6
and you be
offers.
like,
6 offers.
"Oh my God, don't get us
6
started on
offers.
that." I'll be like, tired.
You know some of these churches got
Why do
ATMs?
praise and worship be so
no,
long?
you a
though?
liar.
I swear to
Wait,
God.
what?
They got
I
ATM
swear-
machines in there now.
I swear to you.
Well, yeah. 'cause
This is in Atlanta.
Some of them,
No,
some
this
of them
was
have
in
credit
Chicago.
unions.
Really?
Some of them,
This was in
yes,
Chicago.
Yeah.
A church got an ATM.
Because some churches have created credit unions too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I went to my uncle church in Chicago. And
Is it a mega church?
yes, it's
Yep.
huge.
Yep.
So they called, for the, what is it called again? The
Offering?
offering. That's a shame. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Anyways, so they called for the offering or whatever, and I'm just like, shit, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no cash.
Hello.
And then as soon as that passed, they hit you with, and we have an ATM right out front. It's like you like inside you like,
Hey, yo, that's another joke you telling right now.
but that's serious.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, listening to you, I could see you spinning that into another joke, like a part of your
Right.
act, too.
There's this mega church out in Dallas, though. Like, they
you
also
can
accept-
watch this anytime on Crucial Conversations. This is all going to be
Oh
up there.
my God.
So
I
you
was
want
gonna
to
ask
go
you
back
that.
and
Yo,
put-
what is
Yeah.
Crucial Conversations TV. I told you YouTube. Crucial Conversations TV.
I'm
You
gonna
can
look
go
it up.
on there.
He done told
and
you
you
twice.
can watch it. Yeah.
I told you I was a crack baby, so you
Stop!
Oh my God! Stop saying that! Stop saying that.
Don't
It's a
do
little bit of
that.
crack in my DNA. Look, just a little bit.
Yeah, I can't right
Just
now.
a little bit.
All right, so let me do some little promotions right quick.
I'm not gonna
So
laugh
we
at
had the
that.
first show for Comedic Minds Live Comedy Show on Thursday, October 24th. The next one is November 7th.
I'ma
where
be there.
Where the headliner will be Flame Monroe from They Ready. Tiffany Haddish presents They Ready, episode 2. All right, so much love to Miss Monroe and the crowd that's been kind of hitting me up already, talking about I'm coming.
I'm excited.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's November 7th. You can get tickets on Eventbrite, or you can just go to crucialconversations.tv, and as soon as you pull it up, you can click on the link, and it'll take you right to Eventbrite to purchase your tickets. Tickets are $10. So it's Crucial Conversations with an S, .tv. Also, we are still having our comedy contest. So we had our first installment of the contest. The grand prize is $500. The second prize is a guest appearance on the C-Square Talk Show. And then the next and final prize was be to come here on the Comedic Minds podcast and chop it up with us and our guests.
Yay.
And tell us all about your win and your journey through the process. So the first installment, 2 people won to move forward and come back on November 21st, where our grand finale will be, and then we have actually celebrity guest judges to decide at that point who the winner would be.
What's this talk show you talking about? What is
I
that?
said, C-Square. When you go to crucialconversations.tv, you'll see the C-Square Talk Show as well. So you'll be able to see it. Crucialconversations.tv. I'm the host on there too. That's our executive producer. I'm the
My
host.
forehead shiny.
So, so for right now, at least for right now, I'm actually why not put it out there? I'm actually auditioning. So if you're interested in your personality, no, for real, because as this.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing. I said my forehead shiny, and then he come in and go
do the close up.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
So as the business grows, just finding someone to come on to the and co-host with me on the C-Square Talk Show, to where I'll eventually be transitioning off completely. So I'm looking for talent. So if you're interested, go to go to vsent.com. vsent.com. That's the company's website, and you can send an email that way, okay? And we'll be in touch. Other than that, the next show is November 7th, Comedic Minds Live Comedy Show, and you, Darion.
Hey.
Did I get it right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you got it.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so look, y'all can follow me on all social media at Darion Comedy, Darion Comedy.
Darion Comedy.
Yeah, so my Facebook got just flooded with funny stuff and go viral all the time.
Okay.
My Instagram, I use it more for business. Like I put where I'm going to be at, what tour dates I got coming up, stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Oh, and also I got a comedy EP on Apple Music, Pandora.
You got an EP?
iHeartMedia.
You do?
Yeah.
What's it
So
called?
what is it called?
Darion Atkins live from the Atlanta Comedy Theater. So y'all got to look that up.
Darion, say it again.
Stream that.
Say it again slower.
Darion Atkins, Darion Atkins, Laugh from the Atlanta Comedy Theater. But if you just type my name in, it'll pop up right away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
So yeah, go and get them streams up for me. So I can see
y'all heard that out there, right? Yeah. That's what's up. All right, and
the next one's gonna be independent now because I signed some 360 shit. Okay.
Okay. He said I saw some 360 shit.
You should pull a TK Kirkland move. Let me pull him up because he has a network now where his special is gonna be on.
Nah, he a smart dude.
And yeah, I told him last night when we were talking, I was like, yo, that was a great business move. But I'm gonna go ahead and give him a shout out on about. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pull it up. TK Kirkland, and his network is called TK.network. That was easy enough.
Okay.
Wasn't that it? TK.network. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's his network, and you can go on there, and if you click on there now, it's coming up, I believe, his special, but he has content on there now because I went there earlier.
Hey, I know you grown. This nigga got a leather phone
Don't
case.
He? Whose uncle?
Did you say whose uncle? I'm done. I'm off.
Hey,
I ain't coming back to this show. We looking for more talent for this show, so I can
you barbecue?
So I can get out of here.
You better not.
I can't. I'm done. She said, "Can you barbecue?"
He looked like it.
I can't do it. Oh my god! First they say I look straight. Later I look strict. Really?
Yeah.
No. Last night did I look strict? I don't think so.
Did he look what?
Did he look strict last night?
Like I'm a strict person.
No.
Oh, okay. That's just to me.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, at least I don't look old. She ain't say you look
No,
old.
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But she said I do look like somebody uncle. Like I should be barbecuing or something.
That leather phone case.
It do though.
Okay,
but you look like the cool uncle.
It look like a little Bible right there. Show that phone case.
I'm done with the comedians. All right, it's not about me. It's not about. I forget I'm on a show with comedians. At any moment, it could go down.
At any time.
At any moment, it could go down. Here, so that's the smack talking part. You
thank
know
you
what I
so
mean?
much for coming, though.
Man,
like,
yes, sir.
This was awesome. You're so funny.
Thank you.
Yes, I wish you that you received the desires of your heart.
Absolutely.
Please don't forget about Comedic Moms when you go to.
Pray for me.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely not gonna forget y'all, man.
Yeah.
Nah, you're gonna Skype and call and hit me up.
Definitely. And
Mondays 8:00.
Dog, whoever with you when you in this position, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Them the real ones.
Yeah.
Oh man, I appreciate you.
For real, no. This is the plug though. He be looking out for real.
I will look out.
Yeah.
I'm loyal, especially if you're loyal to me. If I sense that you're a good person and you got my back, I will do whatever I got to do to help you. Or I'm like, I got you.
Let me know when you barbecue because I know these niggas know that.
Time to go. They trying to call me an uncle again. You know what? I'm getting off this goddamn show. I'm getting off this. I'm gonna y'all by yourself. I ain't know yet, no boy. It goes down.
It is hot now.
Why is it getting hot? Yo, y'all turn the air off. All right, so you want to take us out? Just be like, yo, thanks for tuning in to Comedic Minds or whatever. You know what I mean? Go ahead and then tell Fredo hit it after you finish.
Okay.
Come on with some energy.
Come on now.
Can I get?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
You don't just shit when you say shit. You gotta sit down. You breathe. You gotta rep it. What's up, y'all? This your boy Darion Atkins. I just did Comedic Minds podcast. It was dope. Make sure y'all keep tuning in. Comedicminds.com. Is that what it is?
No. Crucial Conversations.
TV.
Yeah. Comedic Minds.
So y'all got to keep tuning in, man. They great. I mean, my boy Barbecue. The co-host says she's golden, living her life like she's golden.
Oh God! Now you're gonna have people calling me Barbecue.
I'll be burning incense. Yeah.
And when you're ready, just tell Fredo to hit it.
She look like her favorite artist is India.
I do.
Like,
oh my God! Oh, because the scarf and everything. It's usually all wave. She's got the wave.
My hair.
Oh.
I am not this kid.
Oh my God, Fredo, hit it.
Okay, sorry. Hit it, Fredo.
Bye. Crucial Conversations. Comedic Minds. Put them both together and what do you get? The most productive and impactful smack talking session ever. Now let's put our minds together.